phone addiction is as effective as any normal drug. Because just like any typical drug, you just can't help it but to consume it, obey to it, submit to it, and give it power over us. You see, in this modern world that we're living in, we have completely normalized things that are absolutely not normal at all. If we can respectively draw a comparison between kids from the 90s and kids of today, which is the Gen Z kids, you'll get to realize that kids from the 90s, they're more knowledgeable and capable than us, because time permitted them to learn so much and also acquire some quality skills that will make a tremendous change in their lives. That's exactly why old people know so much, and they can also do amazing things with their hands because of the knowledge they have acquired then, and those skills have put them in a position where they can even become self-employed and start working for themselves. Now comparing that to today's generation is quite sad, to be honest, because we are not competitive at all. All we really do is just sitting around and glued to our screen and spend ridiculous hours scrolling on social media, consuming content that is slowly killing our intellectual. Or going from one video to another, we spend insanely amounts of hours on our phones to the point where we start to even detach ourselves from reality, slowly transitioning from being human into being a complete zombie, losing control of our lives, and even worse, sacrificing our well-being just to get that dopamine rush. The aim of creating or innovating cell phones was to make it more convenient for us to be able to connect with each other, irregardless of where we might be in the world. The main purpose was to keep us together, but now things are really getting out of hand, because now it's causing the same thing that it was trying to prevent, which is separation. The more entertained and glued we are to our screens, the less interaction and connection we have with each other. We are slowly but surely fading away from each other. It's quite funny because it's not only killing the connection that we have with each other, but it also kills the connection that we have with ourselves. It deprives us the opportunity to be able to pay full attention to ourselves and evaluate our lives so that we can be able to strive in the things that we would like to strive in. Do you know that companies spend millions of dollars every single day in making sure that you remain addicted and distracted as much as possible? Because they know that the more addicted you are, that means more dollar signs in their pocket. Their aim is to make sure that you remain a consumer for the rest of your miserable life. But hey, it's just business, right? There's nothing personal, right? No, I'm kidding. I mean, it is personal because your life is on stake. They're literally making millions at your expense. And the sad part is that we are not aware. And let me tell you why we are not aware. It's simply because there's a human psychology behind all of that. It's like giving a crybaby a lollipop so that they can shut up. What kind of an example is that? Okay, let me look for a better one. It's like when you try to trap a rat, and what is the best way to trap a rat than to simply giving it cheese, right? Yes, that's exactly what they're doing to us. They are constantly giving us cheese daily so that we can be able to fall into their traps and forget about our lives and goals and constantly focus on making them wealthy and us stagnant. Okay, we have identified the problems and now we discuss the solutions, which is what we are all here for, right? I always say that every single individual that has a brain is capable of becoming the things that he wishes for, of becoming his best self, right? But the problem here is that we often fall into those booby traps that are made to distract us and resist us from becoming the best version of ourselves. You see, those distractions and bad habits often obscure our vision, derange us, and also make us lose direction. You see, all of us have that person inside of us who always put in the necessary hard labor towards fulfilling their dreams, who don't like to postpone or skip days, who always uses his time wisely and prioritize things that will contribute in making sure that he is prosperous in any aspect in his life. See, you don't have to be on the passenger seat instead of in the driver's seat, because this is your car, remember. You don't have to be imprisoned anymore and also paralyzed by distractions, no. Do you know that you can literally wake up tomorrow morning and start by unsubscribing to all of that entertaining content and start subscribing to educational content that will help you to expand your brain and also help you to gain exposure and know more? Because you know what they say, the more you learn, the more you earn. Meaning, the more you learn, the more you put yourself in a good position, because you have leverage and you have an advantage in winning. But it all starts with you deleting and inserting. Deleting all of those distractions and bad habits and inserting new ones that will be able to make it more convenient for you to set goals and achieve them. Because power and control over your life is a new luxury. And I know that I have said a lot of things in this video, but one thing I want you to take and ingrain it in your mind is delete and insert. Delete distractions and bad habits inside of your brain and insert new ones. Remember that this is your life and you are the CEO. So stop acting like an employee. Remember, you call the shots. Guys, my name is Johannes. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.